Which of the 6 endings is officially canon to take place before Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruined happens? Since today, or recently, we just got the brand new official full gameplay trailer for the Ruined DLC, and it looks amazing. I did my whole entire reaction for it. Don't forget to go check that out. It's, pretty cool. But anywho, after seeing this, the one thing I think all of us are thinking is, which one is the official ending? Because if you do know, when you played Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, there is 6 different endings. Yes, 6 different ones. And today, in this video, we're going to be breaking them down to see which one out of all 6 is the ending that Security Breach Ruined DLC is actually going to be taking. Like, the ending that you need to play to understand the Ruined DLC. Because let's say all the endings obviously not canon, and I guess the fire ending with Afton is not canon after. One scene in the gameplay trailer showed us, Cassie pulling out, what's his name again? How did I forget? Glamrock Freddy, pulling out a destroyed, withered Glamrock Freddy out of some rubble. And the first thing you see here now is that Freddy is still in the Mega Pizzaplex, leaving us with one thing that helps us solve this. Freddy has to still be in the building, and there is multiple endings where Freddy leaves, like the somewhat thought canon ending with, Freddy and, Afton, because in that ending, Gregory and Freddy go and leave the burning building to watch the Pizzaplex burn down to the ground, with you and Glamrock Freddy leaving, meaning that is not the canon ending because Freddy left, and in the Ruined DLC, Freddy is still in the Pizzaplex, meaning that we can rule that one out, leaving us with only 5 other endings. But there's another ending, the garage ending, or the whole, I don't know what that was called, the backyard ending, whatever that one was. You and Freddy, Gregory and Freddy go and leave in a van, and then Freddy dies, but then he comes back to life, eyes ahead. But the thing is, you, Gregory, and Glamrock Freddy leave the Pizzaplex. They don't burn or anything like that, but you just leave it. Ruling that one out because, Glamrock Freddy left, and in the trailer he's there, meaning we are only left with 4 different endings, leaving us with another ending, the one with the whole fire. We all know the fire escape ending, the one that Glamrock Freddy goes and puts almost a plushies on fire, and then we see 2 Vanessas and burnt down the entire Pizzaplex. First of all, it kind of makes sense with the whole Pizzaplex being burnt down. It'll be ruined now. That definitely makes sense now. But the thing is, Glamrock Freddy was not in the building. Why would Glamrock Freddy walk back into the building just to get clashed by Homestead Rebel and get stay there? It does not make sense, meaning the fire escape ending is also not part of it, only leaving us with 3 endings left now, because we know why would Freddy go back in, and Freddy and Gregory left. Now let's go to another ending, being the whole staying ending. Well, Glamrock Freddy stays as you, Gregory, leave, and everyone calls it the bad ending, where you leave as Gregory, and you get, I think, abducted by Vanny. It doesn't really show us what happens after that. It's just you're there and Vanny's about to go kidnap you. But in that ending, Freddy is still in the building. We do not know what happens to the building, but it would make sense that the bad ending would be it, because in the whole entire poster for the Ruined DLC, Gregory is asking for help, and makes sense because Vanny kidnapped him. Freddy's still in the building. Something must have gone wrong, so the bad ending makes sense for it. Right? Well, actually, I have some evidence to, disprove that, but we're going to have to get back to that a little bit later on. Let's go talk about the Vanny ending and, saving Vanny. Because in that ending, we have everyone calls it the Princess Quest ending. In that ending, you have to play all 3 of the Princess Quest games to go and free Vanny from the control of Glitchtrap, or, the Mimic, but whatever side you're on for that, I think it's the Mimic, but, the Mimic or Afton, after freeing Vanny leaves the mask down on the ground. But if Vanny left the mask down on the ground, then how did, Cassidy find it? That means Cassidy must have found it. In the trailer, we can see Cassidy pick up the mask, and, that's it. You have the mask. But the thing was, Cassidy picked up the mask in the daycare, not in laser tag. That's what Vanny was when we actually freed her. But in that case, you, Glamrock Freddy, and Vanessa all left in that ending, because in the ending card you can see all of you guys happily sitting outside happy, meaning Glamrock Freddy left, leaving that ending not being canon because Glamrock Freddy left. It would definitely make sense because Vanny's mask is left on the floor, and that makes sense how Cassidy finds it, but Glamrock Freddy left the building and it wasn't destroyed destroyed, so how would Freddy get back in there? Leaving us with only one ending left, the Phaser Blast ending. The one that I do think is the canon ending to this game. Because we all know in the hometown ending, in the Phaser Blast ending, Glamrock Freddy gets torn up and destroyed by Vanny with the hometown mob bots, or whatever those bots were. Vanny controlled them to go destroy Glamrock Freddy, and then Gregory does the exact same thing with Vanny, letting the animatronics go and shred her up, and then you can see Gregory go walk down, and you can see right there, Glamrock Freddy's all destroyed and withered. He's withered and destroyed. And what was that brand new poster that came out? I'll put the photo on the screen right now, but it shows a destroyed and withered render of Freddy. Exactly like this cartoon photo showing here in the Laser Blast ending. And guess what? He's in Phaser Blast. I said laser, Phaser Blast. But wait, in this photo showing Glamrock Freddy all torn apart, looking exactly kind of like that render. We cannot really see him because all we see is his legs, but it definitely is Glamrock Freddy. As you can see, he's in Phaser Blast. Thanks to Raz here, he was able to go and brighten up the image. We can see this. It shows some Phaser Blast stuff all around it, showing that Glamrock Freddy is torn up and is in the Phaser Blast section, meaning the Phaser Blast section is definitely canon. It would make sense. Gregory eventually leaves. Maybe he is stuck in there. Something happens to Gregory that he needs help in, and it would make sense because if you go back to the hometown trailer, they must have abandoned after seeing everything happen. Glamrock Freddy get destroyed, all this. They most likely just said, nah, I'm out of here. And of course, Vanny gets shredded up, meaning her mask somehow gets lost within all this chaos, winding up somehow in the daycare with you, Cass, the new player of the DLC, picking it up and, now having the mask. So, out of all the endings, we could definitely look back at the other ending of, you leaving and Gregory needing help, the whole leaving ending. Those two I'm definitely still stuck on because it's really confusing of which one's officially canon, because it would make sense of what could happen behind the scenes with Glamrock Freddy. Like, what happened behind the scenes? Did he get torn up by Vanny and we just left and now we're kidnapped? Did the building just decay in both ways? It's really hard to tell which one's canon, but with the way Glamrock Freddy's all destroyed in the Hotel Phaser Blast and how Vanny's mask is just randomly down the floor, it would make sense that the Phaser Blast ending is the canon one out of all 6 of them in Security Breach. Now that's gonna be it for the video. You could let me know in the comments below, out of all 6 of the endings, which one do you think is canon? I still think it's the Phaser Blast one, and another second guess would be the bad ending one, but let me know in the comments below. Do you think I'm right about this? I think also from this. So while I was editing, I came to the conclusion, and totally forgot, that in the Hometown Ruin trailer, it shows every single one of the animatronics in their shattered, not withered form, but as they're all being shattered, the only ending to get them all shattered is the burnt trap ending, the one where the Hometown building gets burnt down, which is obviously not the case because Freddy leaves the building. And of course, the entire building is still intact, paint's still there. If fire is there, everything would have been destroyed and all, burnt down. It would be called burnt, not ruined. But obviously, there's a different case for that, because if the whole Phaser Blast ending is canon, which I definitely do think it is canon, because at the end of the whole entire credits, it says Freddy Fazbear will be opening up next summer and is closed temporarily for health concerns. It's closed. They closed down the pizzeria after the ending, most likely seeing how much, things happen with the whole Freddy Fazbear. They probably maybe just left it there, and that's what ruined happened. You can see almost the graffiti all over the place. People just went in there. The whole entire place was abandoned. It was ruined. And it'll make sense that the animatronics get withered and, destroyed over time. Like, you have to pick between Chica or Montgomery to destroy, because Roxanne will always get destroyed no matter what ending you pick. So do you know what that means? That either Chica or Montgomery has to get destroyed, and since Montgomery does not have his legs, meaning most likely this is like the point where you destroyed him, or also Chica, because Chica could have just been destroyed by the rubble, because there's almost a rubble around the place. That could have went and destroyed one of the animatronics, making them also shattered, without having Gregory have to do that. Or maybe they were going to make it justified in the game, say that he destroyed both of them, but decided not to go and burn down the whole entire place and fight
Vanny, or Burn Chat. But any of you can tell me guys in the comments below, what do you guys think about that theory? Because it definitely makes sense that the Faster Blast ending is definitely the one to go. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and now enjoy the rest of the video. That's only like a minute left. Thank you for watching.
But of course, there might be a different case in which endings canon being none of them. Do you know why? Because this might take place in a different universe, maybe a book universe. Because we all know, in the beginning, Scott Cawthon said that none of the Five Nights at Freddy's books would be canon, but then with the whole Tales of the Pizzaplex, Fazbear Frights, he kind of, change. We don't know if he changed his mind, but what if there's two different universes? The book universe and the in-game universe. What if the Ruin DLC is taking place in the in-book universe, meaning none of the endings are canon? Or what if it does take place in the game universe? At this entire point, we have no entire idea if any of the endings are even canon, or maybe it's a totally different ending they just have to go with and say, oh, yo, none of them ever happened. It's a totally different ending. But anyway, guys, I'm still sticking with the Phaser Blast ending being canon. You can let me know in the comments below what you guys do think, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.